Well, hey everybody, how's it going? I think I turned this water off. Let's go in here to the chicken pen. Let's set these chickens up a mister. It seems like they knock it down. It's in front of the squirrel cage fan. I gotta figure out how to rig it up. But it missed out, and then the fan pushes it across. And apparently they knock it down somehow. Now I think they jump up on the hose. I don't know what their deal is. You got plenty of water. I have electrolytes in their water. I have this nesting box here just to see if they're going to take to it. And they have not. Anyway, how y'all doing? Are y'all hungry? Let's throw them some food out. They got plenty of food in their buckets. They got 2 buckets on either end. For some reason, they like to get the food off the ground. Chicken feed smells so good, y'all. Kind of a sweet molasses smell. Look at them. Plenty of food in their buckets. Oh man, how did I get way out here so fast? Hold on, watch this. With just a snap of the finger. Watch. I'm back in the chicken pen. Just like that. With the snap of the finger. Alright. I'm gonna take a walk here and show y'all my chickens. Y'all seen them 1,000 times, I know, but I'm still confused. I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't even know. I don't know how many roosters I have. I don't know how. I'm almost positive that black one right there is a rooster. Look at his tail. That's got to be a rooster. And on the new ones that I got, the white ones, I think the white ones, I'm almost positive, are all chickens. Yes, ma'am. I believe I have one rooster, but he hasn't started crowing yet. I'm waiting for the day he starts crowing. Because once they start crowing, they kind of want to start taking over the pen. Let me see if I have any in the coop. Looks like I'm missing some. I have a lot of feathers in here, but that's from me trimming them. Yeah, I have one in here sitting on the eggs. And they done knocked their board down. Hey. How y'all knock y'all's boards down? Huh? This fan I bought broke on me. So I got to figure out what else to do. Get them another fan. I'm still taking this building out and putting another building in straight on the ground. But yeah, I think that one's a rooster right there. That's what I think. I think that's the only rooster I got. Or I have. It seems like I'm missing a chicken. Let me see here. No, maybe not. No, I'm not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1. Hold on, let me count them. I'll be right back. No, I believe they're all there. I am so happy about this. So happy. I pumped much water into that bucket yesterday, just trying to make it dry up, and it didn't dry up. And that water coming out of there is still dirty. See it? But hold on, let me get this thing hooked up here. Actually, I'm gonna put it down here and see if I can show y'all. It's clearing up, but that water is so cold. I know y'all done heard me say that, but still, I have to still mount that to that concrete. That's still just temporary, but I still can go that much further down into the ground. Looks like 14 inches or so. But anyway, guys, I just got off of work, and it was an extremely hot day today. From the time I got there to the time I left, I was in the heat, except for my lunch break. Somebody was kind enough to bring a truck out to the job site that I could sit in it and get some cool air. I'm very thankful for that. But anyway, I plan on getting the she shed finished tonight. I'm sorry. Tonight I'll be going with Eric and his YouTube channel. He wants to do some Randonautica. I don't know what that is. He likes all that ghost hunting and scary stuff, and I kind of hope that's not it, because I'm not into that. It kind of freaks me out. Randonautica. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but it's supposed to be going out looking for something. There used to be an app you could download on your phone, and I would take the kids out, and I cannot remember what it was called, but it would give you little maps and locations close to where you were, and people would hide stuff. Might be old coins, or $1, or a doll, or a note in a pill bottle, or a note in a old 35 millimeter film case. And with the app, you could it would tell you when you're there. It would tell you, okay, go to your left 30 steps, or 10 feet to your right, something like that. And I cannot remember the name of that app. It's like treasure hunting, but you could take whatever it is that was there if you left something behind, just as cool as what they left. Or you could put a little note in there that you were there and leave it. I can't remember. Oh well, somebody in the comments will remember know what I'm talking about. I think Randonautica is the same kind of thing, but it looks for I don't know what it looks for. Eric told me the other night, and I kind of forgot, but he said something about a cemetery, and I said, oh, yeah, we're not doing that tonight. We'll do something else with Randonautica or whatever it is. But there's a lot of look, I've been him-hawing around to talk to y'all about certain things. Look at this. Can y'all read that? I want y'all to know Santa sent me this shirt. Santa's helper. So I've been thinking about Christmas a lot here lately, even playing Christmas music today. We got a place in Dayton. If you YouTube Christmas lights in Dayton, Texas, it's called Bright Lights and More. But they were on that TV show, I think it was NBC or CBS or Fox or something, where they traveled all over the United States, going to different homes, and they would pick one winner. Well, our town won that. It's Christmas lights in Dayton, Texas, Bright Lights and More. And they start decorating in August. Mid to the end of August for Christmas. That's how much stuff they have to put out. And it takes them, after Christmas, they have it all put up. I guess it comes down a lot quicker than it goes up, but they'll have it all put up by May. So like 3 months, they get a break from Christmas lights. And to me, I would just leave them up. Just leave them up. Have Christmas in July. Turn the lights all on one night in July or 1 week in July or something like that. I love Christmas. But guys, him hawing around again to talk to y'all. I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on in the world today. I know y'all see it. Y'all want to a lot of people want to turn a blind eye to it and say, oh, it's all going to be okay. Nothing's going to happen. But you don't know if nothing's going to happen. Please, people, I don't care if you go to the store and buy beans and rice. Just start stacking up on some beans and rice and water. If you live in an apartment complex, you can do that. You can do some canning, look at some videos and do some canning. You know, if you got stuff in your freezer that's been there a while and you're just not ready to eat it, just can it up. Put it away. I have a feeling, from what I've read and what I've been studying, me and Teresa both, and a lot of our friends, Alaskan Prepper is one of them. Deep South Homestead, they're another one. Prepper Nurse 1. You know, people have been saying for years, even when I was a kid, the world is coming to an end. 2000, it's going to end. You know, 1974, meteor's going to hit the earth. And nothing ever happened. And I never really even worried about it. I was actually working, and I was up in New York when the year 2000 hit. So I called Teresa, and she was still in 1999. I said, hey, I'm in 2000. You're a year behind me. I love doing stuff like that. But I'm begging y'all, get ready. They're shooting at the president's helicopter. They're still, to this day, rioting in cities. And the cops are not able to do anything but stand by and watch them tear up people's businesses. And they came to Texas and tried that. And you didn't see that on the news, especially if you live in other parts of the United States and different countries. You'll see all the rioting and stuff going on. They didn't film it in Texas because Texas is not putting up with it. Neither is Louisiana. They came and tried to tear down one of our statues in Huntsville, Texas. It's the Sam Houston statue. And before the protesters could get there, some patriots showed up. A lot of patriots showed up, and they didn't mess with the statue. It's still there to this day, unscratched, unmarked with spray cans and all that good stuff. I'm not saying that Texas is a badass state or anything like that, or, you know, boasting or anything, but there's certain states that will not put up with this crap. And I don't understand why these other states are letting these people do that. I understand, you know, Black Lives Matter and all that stuff. That matters to them. And it really does. But in my eyes, it's not just black lives, it's all lives. Everybody's lives matter. Blue lives matter. Black lives matter. Yellow lives matter. And I'm probably going to take a lot of flack for this video, and I do not care, because I'm telling y'all how I feel. If you feel differently, I'm not going to scream and holler at you. You know, if I go out there and say, hey, all lives matter, they're going to scream and holler at me and tell me that I'm wrong and I need to come over to their way of life. And I'm not going to try to convince y'all to come over to my way of life. I'm just telling you that's how I feel. And I'm not going to shove it down your throat like people do. I'm not going to shove religion down your throat like some people do. I used to go to work every day, and this guy was hounding me about religion. The way he believes, his beliefs were different than my beliefs. You know, there's so many different types of religion. And I love them all. Every one of them. If that's what you want to believe in, then that's what you believe in. I might not believe in it, but I'm not going to tell you you're wrong for what you believe in, because that's what you believe in. I was raised up Mormon, and Teresa was raised up Catholic. And when we got married, it was quite a show. But we came together through prayer and stuff like that and decided to go. Actually, we shopped around to a lot of different churches that we felt both comfortable in with what I believed in and what she believed in. And so we came up with our own church that we call home, our own belief church. And that's what you have to do sometimes. You know, you can't. I wasn't going to divorce her because she didn't like my ways, and she wasn't going to divorce me because she didn't like I didn't like her ways. So I'll get back to my topic. A lot of stuff going on in the world today, and a lot of stuff is not being broadcast in certain parts of the world. You have to look it up. Look up, you know, news events. I actually had a couple in mind I wanted y'all to look up earlier when I was thinking about it. Because a friend of mine who lives, this was a while back, he lives in California. And I was talking to him, and he had no idea. You know, they were showing us pictures of California, people sleeping in tents and starving to death over there in California, and I talked to him about it for a long time. He had no clue. They don't broadcast that on the news up there. There's a lot of things they don't want them to know, and I'm sure that's like that all over the country, even where y'all are. But we had a couple of times where the Russians flew in our airspace, and our jet fighters had to pretty much threaten them to get them out of our airspace. Why was Russia in our airspace? I don't know. Maybe they're just checking us out. I don't know. I'm sure we do the same thing. Go over into their airspace. I don't know. And have a friend in Singapore. His name is Matthew. He has a YouTube page. If you like fishing, go to YouTube and type in Hook'em. He's over in Singapore. And his videos are just top-notch, excellent videos. The fishing part of it, I love watching the different kind of fish you can catch over there. And you would think Singaporean wouldn't speak English, but they do. They speak English just as well as we do, and they're going through the same struggles we are right now. They don't know half of what's going on in the world because their news doesn't tell them what's going on like what we're dealing with over here. But they're struggling with COVID still, just like we are. I remember talking to him when when they quarantined everybody here in the United States, supposedly quarantined everybody. I didn't see any difference other than beer joints not being open and church not being open, churches and stuff like that. Everything else was still full blast. But in Singapore, they quarantined them, the whole freaking country. They were allowed to go, one person in the household was allowed to go out once a week, I think it was, to get groceries. He'll comment on the video in the comments below. You'll see him as Matthew and Sharon. And but their government paid them while they were quarantined. They didn't get no $1,200 like we got for the whole time we were out, and people still struggling. Their government paid them a percentage of their pay of what they were earning. And the same way with Canada, when they quarantined them up there, they gave them a percentage of their pay up there as well. But anyway, people, please don't turn a blind eye to this. If something goes down and you're not prepared for it, and the dam breaks in China and we lose all our grains, and we get a lot of stuff from other countries, and we have a food shortage, and you're going hungry, and you go to your neighbor's house who's been preparing, you're probably going to get turned away. Very good, because they're going to take care of their family. If my neighbor come to me, if we had a food shortage and my neighbor come to me, I'll say, here's your bag of beans and a bag of rice. Make do with it. Make it last. But I'm not going to turn them away. But if that's all we had left is a bag of beans and a bag of rice, I'd have to tell them, hey, I told y'all. I told everybody that I know, my family, my kids, my neighbors, y'all please, and I've been made fun of, lost friends over it, lost a lot of friends over the COVID and this pandemic and what I feel is fixing to come. I think it's about to hit us between September and November. Y'all gonna see, I told y'all a long time ago we were gonna have an onion and garlic shortage. That's why we started stocking up on onions and garlic. And here last week or 2 weeks ago, boom, throw away all your onions. None of them are good. Now guess what? They can't keep up with the onion crops right now. Not all the onions. It was a lot of them. But I got information from a higher source about the onions and the garlic. And also been told that meat and beans and stuff like that we're fixing to have a shortage on them before long. So whether it's true or not, I don't know. Take it for what it's worth. But go out and get you, they say one person can eat, you need to have one canned good, or one canned good and one piece of meat per day to survive, and water. And also look in the comments for people to comment on that too, but I'm almost positive that's how it goes. It's at least one canned good per person per day, whether it be a can of beans or a can of chicken or a can of tuna or something. One per day per person. And try to have you enough stocked up. A bag of beans and rice will last me and Teresa. If we cook beans and rice, oh, we can eat on that for 3 or 4 or 5 days. Well, not 5 days, 3 or 4 days we can eat on it. Put a little old cheap piece of ham hock in it. And, yep, it gets old. But when you're hungry, it's good. I've been so hungry growing up that I would have dreams. My favorite sandwich was peanut butter and jelly and tuna fish when I was a kid. And I remember going to bed so hungry that I would dream that I was given a sandwich. Sometimes it would be tuna fish and sometimes it would be peanut butter and jelly. And I would eat half of it and hide the other half under my pillow. And I'd wake up the next morning, the dream was so real, I was like digging under my pillow, where's my sandwich, where's my sandwich? And I'd be hollering at my brothers and sisters, who took my sandwich? They were hungry too, so they're like, you had a sandwich? Where'd you get a sandwich from? And it was all in my dreams. But I think that's why I'm overweight now, because I was so hungry as a kid. I don't want to be hungry like that anymore, and I know it's a sin to overeat. But I'm working on that too. I used to be over 300 pounds, believe it or not. And so I've been working on that. Of course, being sick and all that stuff at the beginning of the year kind of helped lower my weight, but I still need to lose about 60 pounds. And when you're 50 plus years old, it's hard to lose weight. And I watched a video earlier where the lady was talking about she's in her 70s, but her mind makes her think that she's in her 30s. And that's what mine does, the same thing. I feel like I can get out here and dig ditches and mow the grass with a push mower like I used to, and I just can't. The heat, for one. I get out of breath real easy. Doesn't mean I don't want to do it. I want to do it. I have a whole list, and y'all have seen it. I've walked around the yard and showed y'all my list of stuff I need to get done. And not only that, it still piles up. There's still stuff being added to my list of things to do. And Teresa says I need to prioritize myself, do the important stuff, make a list, and I need to do that. I have a list in my head, but I don't know if I'm ADHD or what, but I get focused on something, and I realize, dang, I gotta go do this something else. I'll leave what I was doing and go do something else, and then there might be 3 or 4 or 5 days before I get back to the thing that I was working on, like this she shed right here. It should have been done, but I've run into an area that I don't know. I've run into an area where I don't know what to do up in the corners. So talking to a friend of mine the other day, he says he knows how to do it. So hopefully I can talk him into coming and helping me tomorrow. I want to get this she shed done. I would like to get it done and walk away from it and say we're done tomorrow. No, it's not going to happen tomorrow, but maybe Saturday. So I'll have tomorrow and Saturday. Sunday is kind of out of the question. I have not seen my father-in-law in ages, and he called me the other day, and Teresa's dad, and he'll tell me stuff like, hey, I got some newspapers I want you to come look at. Or, our dog sure is missing you. So, I will, you know, I got the hint, you know, it's not the dog, it's, he wants to come, he wants to see me. And we have a lot in common. He does leather work, he's taught me how to do leather work, and I love staying there and working with him. Sometimes on my vacation, I'll spend my whole vacation over there. And, just work with him around the house and doing leather work and stuff like that. Alright guys, we're 21 minutes into this video, this part of this video, plus I have to edit the other parts into it. Love each and every one of y'all. Please take everything I say with a grain of salt. Don't hate me for what I say. I try to be real with y'all because I care about each and everybody on this planet. So, you know, do with it what you please, you know. If I reach one person, then I'm happy. But, Reagan, Kelly, how are y'all doing? Mr. Tom, hey, Mr. Tom. Mr. Matthew in Singapore, hey, man, what's up? Eric and Kenneth, how y'all doing? Saying my shout outs to everybody. And, I don't know if I mentioned Singapore's, his YouTube page is called Hookum. H-O-O-K-U-M, I think. Or H-O-O-K-E-M. You can tell when you find it on YouTube. He's an Asian guy, and his videos are just top-notch, off-the-chain good. Good choreographics, or whatever it is, and good content. But I love fishing, and I love watching his videos. They're short, but they're always really good. Sometimes I get a laugh out of them. And I'm going to show y'all the okra plants. The only thing that we have left that's really thriving right now. You can see the okra is about ready to come off. Got quite a few of them. Took a long time for these okras to really kick in and start growing. They're very healthy. If you'll notice, some of the stalks are just as big as round as 2 of my thumbs together. Look how big this one is. He's a short one, but that is a big old stalk. Pepper plants are doing good. Tomato plants are starting to fade away. Pepper plants are all still doing good. Some of the flowers that we planted are starting to fade away. Still haven't seen any honeybees. I've been looking, but tell your loved ones you love them, because you never know what tomorrow brings. Keep an uplifted spirit. Say a prayer every night. If you don't believe in saying prayers, then don't. But it always makes me feel good if I get on my knees and pray. And I'm a grown man, and I still have tears come in my eyes sometimes when I'm praying for the people that I love and my family members, and hope that they can get good guidance in whatever it is they choose to do. But anyway, guys, sorry about the long video. Hope y'all appreciate the quick talk. I like doing one of these every couple of months or so, and this is it. And y'all take it easy. Teresa should be home any minute now. I told her, I promised her I wouldn't destroy the house while she was gone to work today, and I didn't. I rode my motorcycle to work today. If I had a way to do a video of that, it would be a fun ride for y'all, but I haven't got the hookups for that yet. But anyway, y'all take it easy and have a good night.